Dear students, welcome to Comfort Physics classes. Today we are going to discuss about superposition principle. Here, what is called superposition principle? The force on a single charge due to all the other charges. That is called the principle of superposition. Here one could see Q1 is the charge, but Q2, Q3, Q4, Q5, etc. all these other charges giving their force on the charge Q1. Say for example, a charge Q2 giving a force on charge Q1, it is represented as F12. The distance between Q1 and Q2 here R12. Similarly, the force on charge Q1 by charge Q3 is F13. The distance between these two charges is R13. Then the force on charge Q1 by Q4 is F14. The force on charge Q1 by Q5 is F15, etc. will go on up to n charges. So the total force acting on the first charge is the vector sum of the forces on the first charge due to all the other charges is called superposition principle. Already we have studied the force of attraction between the two charges by the Coulomb's law. F is equal to K Q1 Q2 by R square. Therefore here K is constant, we take it outside. Then all the other terms, say for example, the force between the first two charges is K Q1 Q2 divided by R21 square. Here R21 represents that taking a distance from Q2 to Q1. If you are measuring a distance from Q1 to Q2, then it should be R12. If you are measuring a distance from Q2 to Q1, it is R21. Like that, from charge Q3 to Q1, R31. From charge Q4 to Q1, R41. Like that it is. So, in the first pair, the force is K Q1 Q2 by R21 square. Second pair Q1 Q3 divided by R31 whole square, etc. for the nth charge to the first charge Q1 and Qn divided by Rn1 square. They may ask for 2 marks. They ask what is superposition principle. You just define. That's enough. They ask you to explain. You must draw the diagram and you must define and along with this equation. The next topic is electric field and electric field lines. We need to understand what is the electric field first. The force around a source charge experiences its boundary. This is called electric field, or simply the force experienced by a test charge is called electric field. Let us consider a source charge plus Q. It is having its field up to its boundary. Here the boundary is here nothing but circle. Circle is the boundary for the source charge. When you are bringing a test charge nearer to this source charge, it may attract or it may repel. By the way, one can able to understand what is the electric field of source charge. So the electric field E is equal to the force experienced by the test charge called electric field. Its unit is Newton per Coulomb. The unit for force is Newton and for charge is Coulomb. Here I can give some notes to you. Point number 1. Here I am having a two charges, Q and Q0. Here Q0 is a test charge. If the test charge is positive, then it will experience a repulsive force. Therefore, the arrow mark is outside along the same line of action. If it is a negative charge, if the test charge is negative, then it will experience a force inside. That is also along the action of force. Point number 2. Let us consider a source charge. Along the source charge direction, force direction, I am going to consider 3 points P, Q, R. At point P, the electric field value is maximum when compared to the point Q. At the same time, at point Q, the electric field is maximum when compared to the point R. Therefore, if you are considering a point near to the source, the field will be maximum. Therefore, EP greater than EQ greater than ER. Point number 3. When you are considering the magnitude value of test charge, it will be very, very less when compared to the magnitude value of source charge. Q is the source charge and Q0 is the test charge. Then, number 4. The electric field E is equal to F by Q0. But we know if you are having a two charges Q and Q0, there will be a Coulombic force. What is Coulombic force? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q Q0 by R square for the system of charge Q and Q0. Since we are discussing about electric field, it is force by test charge. Therefore, here the another formula of electric field is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square. The next topic here is uniform and non-uniform electric field. If you want to have a uniform electric field, the electric field value should be in the same direction and equally spaced and should have the same magnitude. Here uniform electric field says equal distance, equal magnitude and same direction. But if the magnitude value is varying, in the second diagram the direction is same and it is not equally spaced and it is not equal magnitude, therefore it is non-uniform electric field. Even if you are having a test charge or a point charge, if it is showing a different magnitude of forces, then it is not under the category of uniform electric field. So the box diagram shows non-uniform electric field direction. The next one is electric field due to system of charges. Here we have test charge Q0 and charge Q1, another one charge Q2 at a distance R, R1, R2 respectively from the origin. Now we are going to discuss about the electric field at point P due to charge Q1. As we discussed earlier, the distance between the point P and the charge Q1 is R1P. We are measuring the distance from Q1 to point P. Similarly, if you are measuring a distance from charge Q2 to point P, the distance is R2P. Okay. So now the electric field at point P due to charge Q1 is F1 by Q0, that is KQ1 by R1P square. Similarly, for the second charge, F2 divided by Q0 is equal to KQ2 divided by R2P square. So here the electric field at point P due to Q1 is E1, due to Q2 is E2, therefore you will have a resultant electric field E. That resultant electric field E is the sum of these two fields, that is E1 and E2. If you are having n number of charges, you need to add all the electric field due to all the charges at a particular point. So here also K is a common factor, within a bracket we can substitute instead of q1 and q2 and e1 and e2, q1 by r 1p square, q2 divided by r 2p square, etc. up to q1 divided by r np square. Or we can able to write in the summation form. E total is equal to k into summation I is equal to 1 to n qi divided by r ip square. We'll discuss the remaining topics in the forthcoming session. Thank you, students.